Hello, I am Mode 853 or Comedias, and welcome to a DMR tutorial or DMR and sniping tutorial. Cause I'm doing it because it's requested and I know a lot of people don't know exactly how to aim and shoot with the DMR. So the first thing you're gonna notice with the DMR is that it has two zoom state, the unzoomed and the fully zoomed in mode, like this. And they are different because the milldots is the points, the dots on the crosshair. Those marks different distances where you can shoot accurately, and these vary between the two zoom modes. So while you have the fully unzoomed scope, the center of the crosshair will be zeroed at 125 meters. The first milldot down is at 400 meters, the second is at 650 meters, third 800, fourth 950, and the fifth, which is the where the crosshair, when the thin line in the crosshair ends, where the thicker line begins, there's a range of 1700 and no 1075 meters. So when you have it fully zoomed in, it's different because the center is now 400 meters. The first milldot down is 475, second 550, third 600, fourth is 700, and the last, where the thin line meets the thicker line, is 750 meters. So now we know where to shoot with the DMR. We have to think of that the bullet has a travel time, which at 900 meters is 1 second, and at 450 meters it's a half a second. So you have to calculate the bullet's travel time to actually hit someone accurately if they are moving. And after this we have to know where the target is. So the target have different heights, of course, at different stances. When he's standing, he is 1.8 tall. When he's crouching, he's 0.9 tall, and when he is proning, he is 0.4 tall. And this is useful when it comes to the distance. So when you calculate the distance to target, you're gonna use a equation that you multiply the target's height with 1000, and then you divide that by the height in milldots the character is. So let's try this with this one. Of course he's standing, so we take 1.8 times 1000, which is 1800, and then we put the crosshair, the vertical line of the crosshair, at his feet and measure him, and he seems about 4.5 milldots tall. And then we take this 1800 and divide that by 4.5, so we should get a distance of 400, and that is the distance in meters he is from us. So let's try first the ranges with the unzoomed scope. So as I said before, the first milldot down unzoomed is at 400 meters. So let's try it out. And we hit the target. Let's try this at a different distance. We can take 600 meters, for example. So again, he's standing. So we take that and multiply it by 1000, and we get 1800, and now he seems 3 milldots high. So we divide 1800 with 3, and we get 600 So, and it says that the first milldot down is 400 and the second down is 650. So he should be in between those somewhere. So let's try that out. And we hit the target again. Let's try these distances zoomed in. So zoomed in, the first milldot was 475 meters, the second 550, and then the third was actually 600 meters. So let's shoot him. A headshot. So let's try that again with another distance. Say 300 meters again, or 400. There we have 400. So I zoom in, and as I said before, the center was 400, so it's just to shoot him at the center of the mass, or the crosshair. And we get a hit. Nice and clean. So, now when we know this, I shall show you another sniper rifle. Let's take one of my favorite sniper rifles in the game, which is the M24. Yeah. So, now we know how far the target is. It's still 400 meters away. Like that, 400 meters. So, now you have, with these scopes, you should try zeroing instead of shooting over and under the character. So you can see in the right hand top corner there says zeroing, and that means now the zeroing is set to 300 meters, and when it's set to 300 you shoot perfectly accurate in the middle of your crosshair, 300 meters. So now if I shoot him, the bullet will drop a little because it's 400 meters away. As you can see, I hit him in the chest when I was aiming at his head. So if I want to get the bullet on his head, I press page up to get the zeroing to change to 400, as you can see. So let's try to shoot him in the head with 400 zeroing. And it hit. So now we can actually put the target a lot further away. Let's try 800 meters. So now he's 800 meters away. Seems pretty far. So we're gonna set the zeroing to 800 now, as you can see, and shoot him. And we should hit him perfectly straight. Like that. So this also works at different distances. Let's try it out with... So the distance of 650 meters away. As you notice, there isn't a zeroing for 650. So I usually zero at 600 and then shoot a little bit above the target. Like that. And I hit him. You can however do it in the other way and zero 700 and shoot a little bit under the target. Like that. So, and as you heard before, the DMR can shoot very far. I said up to 1075 meters. So I thought that you might want to see me do that actually, but it's quite easy actually. Just put him, you can barely see him, that's the hard part of it, and my character is shaking all over. So this requires good timing to shoot the shot. And there we should have a hit like that. So that's all of the tutorial with a little end bonus of the DMR. Actually, I can show you one of the bigger guns like the AS-50, which is not so... it's harder to find. And set it to max distance, which is 1425. So I can barely see the target even when I'm fully zoomed in. Let's set the zeroing to 1400 and try to shoot him. Ooh, I hit him in the crotch. That gotta hurt. So, that's all for today. So, thank you for watching and have a nice day.